Hi, and welcome to yet another edition of Ask Miss Judes. I hope you're doing good and that, as usual, you're taking care of yourself, even as you aspire to be a better version of yourself. So, I want to thank you, all my awesome subscribers and community members, for sharing the videos, for sending your comments, for sending your emails, and for the encouragement that I continue to receive from you that this has been a blessing. It's been a blessing for me as much as I hope it is for you. So today I wanted to talk on the wisdom of our elders, and it's going to be a mini series, so there might be 3 or 4 on the wisdom of our elders. And this is coming really from a place of there being so much in the space right now around marriages, challenges with marriages, failed marriages, marriages on wrong foundations, all kinds of conversations, and the cracks that have continued to make an inroad into marriages. And it caused me to reflect on the marriages of our parents and our foreparents before us. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized that there are foundations in our culture that we may be moving away from without having given enough thought to why the things are the way they are. And I'm hoping that as we have this conversation and you take the time to reflect, that we will come to a point where we will see what is of value in our traditional cultures that we want to preserve, combined with all the opportunities of present day situations, that we make our cultural values and concepts like marriage even more meaningful and productive, not just for us, but for our children and all in our environment. So the wisdom of our elders, I'm going to call this series 1 or episode 1, and it's on marriage. Now, contemporary marriage is usually between 2 people. Now, traditionally, in my culture, so I'm Isoko from the Niger Delta part of Nigeria, and my husband is Urobo, also from the Niger Delta, so our cultures are similar. In our culture, the 2 people don't just get married. So the man doesn't just see a girl and get married and that's it. It's 2 families that come together to start a new family. So when a man sees a woman that he's interested in, they might be dating or courting or just being friends. And when they realize that they want to get serious, the man has to inform his family officially that he has seen someone he thinks will be his life partner. The woman will inform her family that she's seen a man with whom she wants to spend the rest of her life. Now, that is only an expression of intent. Both families then get to work. We have aunties and uncles who are very good at investigating each other's families, and they're looking for things like, how do people in this family treat their wives? How do women from this family behave in their husbands' homes? So there's a lot of communal reputation that is at stake. So if, for example, someone is a drunk or has been known to have anger issues that fights in public, you are potentially making it really difficult for others in your family to find their mates. So there was a sense of collective responsibility that contributed to a much more civil and productive society. But anyway, that's an aside. So when the introduction has been made, the investigations have been made, and they've decided that, okay, both families are happy or comfortable with this person, they will then set a date for the official introduction where all the important family members to the bride and the groom will come and get to know each other. Then we have the traditional bride price. Now, what I like about my culture is that our bride price is not much at all. However, as small as it is, the man never pays all of it. Even if it's as small as the equivalent of $5, he has to be owing his father-in-law. And this is coming from a belief that you cannot be rude or disrespectful to someone to whom you are indebted. So the man is supposed to be indebted to the girl's family for life for giving him this wonderful wife. After the bride price, the girl is not given to the man and they just go away. So after we got married, my family nominated an uncle on my mother's side and an aunt on my father's side, and they led a group of people who took me to my husband's family. They didn't give me to my husband, they gave me to his oldest brother who was standing in for their father. And then he gave me to my husband with instructions to take good care of me, because if anything didn't go right, my family will be requiring of him, the head of their family, what happened to their daughter. So everyone has a stake in making sure that the marriage succeeds. Additionally, in my culture traditionally, divorce was almost impossible, because the conditions for which divorce would be met would be that all of the family members who attended the bride price would have been given a portion of the bride price. And for divorce to happen, all of those people will have to come back and bring back their portions that they took. Some would have migrated, some would have made their exit from this life. Therefore, it was so difficult. So it was in both families' interest to support the couple to be sure that the marriage worked. I don't know if we can say that anymore of today or of today's marriages, but in my culture, marriages worked because both sides of the family were vested in making it work. Now, realizing that there's so much pressure that we are all navigating in today's world, one would hope that we would give a lot more thought to marriage. That it cannot just be about how I feel, especially if we have brought children into the union. That there should be intentionality in the kinds of conversations, the love and the respect that we will show in our home, so that our children will feel safe to want to be a part of that process and to want to get married themselves. So I'm proposing to you today that you will be kind enough to share your cultural values around marriage, and even prefer some suggestions for what we should keep from the past, what we can let go, because I'm sure not everything was great. What we can keep the good from the past and the good from today, and I believe it will be so wonderful that we can begin to live again respectfully of the institution of marriage, as well as respect for life, which my culture is really big on, and respect for elders. So when the elders have come together to bless a marriage, usually it is something that is taken seriously. I say this because I don't want us to feel, our mothers are old, they don't know whatever. There was so much in our culture that worked. My challenge to you today is that you reflect on your own cultural experiences and be kind enough to share with our community, so we can all learn from each other, and by the grace of God, we can grow and do better. Thanks. As always, I would encourage you to like, share, and subscribe. And if you would rather send an email, please do so to askmissjudes@gmail.com. Again, that's askmissjudes@gmail.com. So it's askmzjuds@gmail.com. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll come your way again real soon. Take care of yourself and continue to be a better version of yourself as the days go by. Bye.